In today's episode we're trying out some brand new gear and a new drone fishing rig, and holy moly, you won't believe what happened. We are in beautiful Golden Bay and it's the end of June. I know June is already way past, but we just got around editing this video.
We are on the way to Pakawau, but we haven't met any single car on this Takaka Hill Road. No one's around here.
We bought an electric Daiwa Tanacom reel specifically for winter drone fishing. When we ordered it from Drone Fishing NZ, they also sent us one of their pre-made drone traces. This is all a bit new for me because so far I just always used a simple 2-hook dropper rig and just a big manual surf casting reel. And by the way, we're also checking out a brand new spot near Collingwood, which is a bit off the beaten track. Well guys, when I ordered the new reel from Drone Fishing NZ, I also ordered some of their drone traces. I thought I'd give it a try. This is a 5-hook trace here. Seems to be really good quality. They say they use nice Gamakatsu hooks. So this is basically the backbone of their trace here. They also add a drone hook. So we got a clip on for the sinker here. Is that sort of a sliding hook. It's a bit different from the traces that I normally use. It's a really heavy trace material, probably like 120 pound or something like that. We got our sections, and with these 3-way swivels here, and on each one we can clip on one of those. So we got a nice hook, even with a squid skirt. It's a circle hook. I'd say it's probably size 5. And then we got our fast clips on the other end, and they'll just clip right in here. Just like so. So we can easily clip on our traces, right, on our backbone. Everything is very heavy duty, guys, on these traces, so much heavier than I normally fish with. I normally just use 40 pound max for my traces, the lightweight stuff, but since we're fishing now with the electric reel, we might as well go a little bit heavier with everything. This end that goes to our main line, there's a nice big heavy duty swivel. It's a crimped line here, and I don't know why we got this plastic loop, just for the protection of that swivel, I suppose. Now here on this end we'll just have to clip on our sinker. I'm using a 5 ounce today. Goes on here, and this will go into our drone. Now I guess this is made so that the sinker is not hanging too close to the drone. That's why we might have this moving end for our sinker here. Not so sure. I usually just have the sinker really close to my drone when I fly it, so it doesn't swing around too much, but we'll give it a try anyway. If the sinker is that length down from the drone, maybe it doesn't make any difference, or maybe it's even better, who knows. Always open to try something new, right? There we go, our traces. Good thing is we can just bait those traces and then just clip them on the way we want. Can fish with 5 hooks or 3 hooks. Now before we can fish with them, we have to straighten those out a little bit because they are quite bent from the packaging. Asian did a good job there, getting them straight. Better than me. Alright, having a go. Alright, so Pakawau beach here. Behind us is the Pakawau motor camp. Gonna try a bit of fishing here with the electric reel and our Drone Fishing NZ traces. Use the same genie clips that I always use for my soft baiting. I really like those fast clips. Makes things quite easy. 5-hook trace there. See how we go with this. Okay, battery. It's a little bit more setup with the electric reel. Just connecting the battery using my little battery box there. There we go. Yep. So we're just gonna use our car Y from earlier. Yeah, I think I've never used 5 hooks before, so that's gonna be a first one. Use up almost all the bait in one go when you use 5 hooks. All right, so this loop goes right into our drone. Ah, see, it doesn't fit. It's too thick for our drone here. We'll have to attach our standard drone hook here. Use the one we always use for our drone, right? That's for the Aeroo drone. I can actually attach it here to this thing as well, just with that split ring. And that way we also got the security for our Aeroo Pro drone. There we go. First we got to set the reel here into our free spool mode. And then I'm going to set the drag a little bit, so we have a little bit of tension on the free spool, so that the line doesn't overrun. Yep, that should be good. That gives us a little bit of tension here.
The home point has been updated. Please be mindful of the new return to home point.
There we go, 5 traces. It's good that we have this tension on that reel, that we can set the tension here. So the line is not completely slack when we fly it out and it's above the water. 400 meters, yep. So we're gonna drop and save the location. It is getting very cold in the evening, 4:30, starting to get dark already. It's probably gonna be dark at 5, and yeah, cold wind. As you can see, Haitian is dressed for the occasion. Now what I like when I fish with my lightweight setup, right, with my balsa surf casting rod, which is a very light tip, and with my 30-pound line, I can feel everything out there really easily. If there's one bite, I can see it straight away. The rod tip goes down. Now with the pen rod here, which is pretty heavy duty, with all the heavy line, the heavy trace and everything, we can't really detect the bites so well anymore. In a metal cup.
Oh.
Peppermint tea? Or?
Yes.
Okay, cheers everybody. Not that cold. I think we might be on. Yep, definitely someone is on. Was tugging, so tugging means it's good. It's not, probably not a shark. There we go. If you can feel the fish tugging while we're reeling in here, so that's good. I'm going at about half speed at 50 meters per minute. So it takes a little while, but not so sure if we can go full speed without losing the fish. Yeah, so it takes quite a little while to get this back in. It's almost too easy. We got a spiny dock. It was fighting more than we thought it would be. Well, it's the second day of hardcore rain here in Pakawau, and I'm happy to say that most of our leaks have been fixed now. The Ranger is not leaking anymore. That is such a relief. And the caravan has only one leak left. I thought it's been fixed, but it's still leaking a little bit underneath the fridge. We're a little bit worried that maybe the Takaka Hill gets closed between Nelson and Golden Bay after this heavy rain. Hopefully there won't be any slips, because we have to go back to Nelson in 2 days.
Last night we feel like that we were in the car washing machine whole night. Shoo, shoo, shoo. And after a white night, we have a nice breaky. Hopefully the rain stops.
Well everybody, today we are at another fishing spot here in Golden Bay, winter fishing. We went to the Milnthorpe Reserve, which is a nice little walking reserve, and it's only about a 20-minute walk to the beach. So we're gonna take our drone here. We got the Aeroo drone, look at that. We got even our electric reel. It managed to fit everything into that backpack. The beach is actually very close to the Parapara inlet. And we're hoping maybe that we can catch a Gurnard. It's low tide, it's just the incoming tide, and we got the best bite times right now. So let's walk over to that beach and give it a go.
Looks like there are lots of different tricks.
We got some maps here, so we can actually have a map with us. Make sure we go in the right direction and end up at the beach. Here, I think, main entry.
What's the name of the track?
The old, what is it?
The old road. The old road, okay. This is the one.
Check out this nice bush that we're walking through here. There are not that many hiking areas in Golden Bay, really, but Milnthorpe, just before Collingwood, is a beautiful spot. If you guys come here, you should check it out. Got some stunning bush here. What's that? I don't know. Mushroom?
Oh.
Yeah, a mushroom. Well, look at the nice stunning bush here.
Amazing,
Got some gum trees.
Like,
30 meters high.
oh. Wow. Guys, Mark has to go back to the car park now. He forgot his fishing rod. Can you believe it? Going fishing without fishing rod? that would be very difficult to catch a fish, even though we have a drone and electric reel.
Alright, here's the rod. Now we should be ready to go fishing.
Here comes to our little intersection, yeah. You know what, I just sit here and wait for Mark. Listen to a little bit of birds singing.
Who's this beautiful lady here? Almost by the beach. What a beautiful day. We're almost at the beach now. There we go, we made it to the beach. Total fire ban.
Hey. He's a good man. Hello. Hello. You wanna play with us?
Alright, so yeah, the tide is very low and there are quite a few sandbanks out here. Shallow beach. Lots of shells around here. Good sign. And I think we'll just sort of fly out here through the middle, because tide coming in, if we place ourselves on that sandbank there, then we'll get wet feet in a minute. Now this beach here at Milnthorpe is particularly stunning because we got the forest right behind us, and most of the beaches here don't have any forests. It's where the forest meets the sea, and I kind of like those kind of beaches. It just feels so nice and tropical. And this is Para right there, little settlement, and just behind those trees is the Para Inlet, fairly big estuary. So now we're gonna just set up our drone quickly because we're a little bit too late from walking back and forth. I wanted to check how long it took to walk here. Only took about 10 minutes to get here from the car park, so that's pretty easy and fast. So yeah, let's set up and go. All right, so what I did is, you see this yellow line, 20-pound mono, and I added about maybe 50 meters as a top shot to my electric reel, because this has 80-pound line and the trays that I got there almost 100-pound. So if we get a snag somewhere, then it's going to be really hard to break, and we don't really know where it's going to break on the 80-pound line. So for that reason I added this sort of top shot between mainline and trays, so in case we get a snag, I don't think we will, but in case, this part will break and we won't lose our braid and pollute the ocean.
I have a serious question, Mark.
Yeah?
Did you bring this cable to connect it to over there?
Yeah.
Where?
Cable's in the box. See, here's the cable. Patient's got a little shock. Wouldn't be for the first thing if we forget essential stuff. Bit of scent in here. Wait. Now what I want to do today is I want to add a little bit extra weight. Put a couple of ball sinkers, maybe 3. Put a little swivel in there between mainline and this, and add these ones. So I hope this weight will be enough so it will drag the mainline to the bottom. And then I've got my trays where I got the sinker at the end as well. So hopefully this will hold the whole trays, all the 5 hooks down to the bottom. And otherwise we have this angle, right? And the first hook is by the sinker on the bottom, and then it goes up. But we want all hooks on the bottom if we're fishing for Gurnard. So let's try that. I hope this is going to be enough, those 3 weights. Okay, so that's what it looks like. I've got the swivel here. I got 3 weights. That should hold the rig down at the beginning. We'll see how that works. I probably should have added a bead here to protect the knot, because that's rubbing on the knot now when we drag that in. Now we're just gonna clip on our heavy drone swivel here from our trays, like so. And then we got our main trays here. I got a paddle crab too. Gurnard actually do like paddle crabs, and rig as well, so we'll see what we can catch here with a paddle crab. I've got a couple of baits and this paddle crab, so we're gonna put that onto one of the hooks and tie that on. Best baits around here, paddle crabs. We're ready to fly out our first baits. Now it's in the middle of the day, so we shouldn't be getting any spiny dog here. Hopefully, fingers crossed, and hopefully we'll get something edible. This is the free spool lever here. If we go down, then we have it in free spool.
The home point has been updated. Please be mindful of the new return to home point.
Maybe we should go out 500 meters because it's so shallow here and we want to get into the deepest water possible. Yeah.
It's a tangle. Somehow tangled the line.
It hit the water, I think that's why.
Nice.
It's still going, no? We're at 400 meters now.
High winds. Please fly with caution.
Okay, so we'll drop here. Dropped at 500 meters, and Haitian reckons we had a nibble. Something has pulled off the sinker already, you think?
But I'm manually reeling in, which is not fair of this $1,000 reel.
Why are you manually reeling? Okay, we'll have to see if something is on. I don't think anything is on. It just comes back without any resistance. Since the sinker came off, maybe I just sort of put it onto a slow wind so we keep constant tension on the line so that the sinker doesn't get loose. Maybe just like 8 meters per minute. That's very slow. 10 meters per minute. Just let it slowly wind it in like that. Well guys, today is actually a reason to celebrate because yesterday was Matariki. Today is the winter solstice. Today we hit rock bottom. It won't get any darker, the days won't get any shorter anymore. They will get longer from now on. And tonight we're going to be celebrating this with?
Fish.
No, with Haitian's personal best cockle and a glass of wine. Because this is the happiest day of the year for us, the winter solstice. Well, we did our favorite activity and collected some nice tasty cockles, and Haitian managed to catch a personal best cockle. PB cockle from Haitian.
Max PB is here. Max PB. Look.
Haitian is happy, happy wife, happy life. 50 meters per minute. How long does it take for 300 meters?
6 minutes. Small kawaii might be on there for my sashimi. Where? I can see. Ah, yes! 2! 1, 3! Look at that! Wow! Show me nice wings! Wow! What a good cast! Wow! Love it!
What did they eat?
Yay! Success, guys!
So it seems to be a good fishing spot here.
You look here.
Oh, that hook just came straight off. How good is that, man? Like 3 at one cast. So we came here at the right bite times, as we predict them as Fishingreminder.com. We were a little bit too late, about half an hour too late. Yeah, really happy with that. That was a really good test for our Daiwa Tanacom. Catching something with this reel. It's really easy to reel these 3 fish in at once.
We haven't had any food today, huh? It's a cheese egg roll.
Asian always provides the best food. Looks like cake, looks like chocolate cake.
Oh, looks like tiramisu.
I have the feeling we got those bites of the Gurnards while I was reeling that in.
Oops. Oops. I know. I have to get water again then. This collapsible bucket is not very helping me now. Whoop. Purple? Oh, we have a
Back at the camp, and what a nice harvest of Gurnard. Check out the size of these bad boys, guys. Whoosh. Some real solid Gurnard here. Gonna fillet them now, and we don't want to waste them, so I think we're gonna make a nice fish stock from their heads.
These things, can you eat these little things? Like snail things?
This is what all the Gurnard had in their stomach. They look like banana prawns almost. I guess banana prawns would work really good here. Well, now it's time to celebrate the shortest day of the year.
So dark.
Completely dark. Check out this here. These are the fillets we got off those Gurnards. And I also saved the livers. I want to try and fry the livers. Cod liver is really good, so we'll see how it goes with Gurnard liver. Should be good too.
Mine is just fell off.
Oh,
My PB. After cooking, shriveled like that.
You cook them with garlic or?
A little bit of garlic and chili. And I found the bay leaves, so I put it.
Cheers to winter solstice. We hit the rock bottom. We are going uphill again. How good is that? Days are getting longer.
Cheers, guys.
Summer is coming.
Careful, there's a little crepes. Give it a little shock because they're very crunchy.
So I've been ultra busy trying to sharpen my knives. Gotta get sharp at some stage.
It's really crazy. He doesn't stop. So focused on it.
After sharpening this thing, even though it's actually not super sharp, I can't even cut through paper. Look what happened. Asian's finger, there's blood here. She just cut herself trying to clean the knife. And me, myself, I already cut myself twice on this knife since sharpening. I want to get this thing razor sharp, you know. Imagine if you get a razor sharp, we're just going to be bleeding out here at one day.
At night time, he moved to inside of a caravan. And then doing this sharpening the knife again.
Still not sharp.